Bahorel has always really loved hands. He loves Felia's hands in particular, as callous as they are, because even as work-weary as he is, he still has a hidden depth to him. And those hands, as big as his, hold a paintbrush so gently, so delicately, moving with a grace that Bahorel can hardly comprehend. Of course, he has no way to voice any of these confusing feelings, but he supposes Feely probably knows anyways. They've always understood each other on some fundamental level, and he cherishes every chance he has to see the working man. So he's doubly pissed when he finds out that he's missed his latest visit, and all for some stupid bar fight. He blames Grantaire. He's easier than blaming himself and feeling uncomfortable. And he really wants to sock someone in the arm. The drunk had declined his invitation to have a drink with him that night, for whatever unknown reason. He'd heard muffled groans in the background, and assumed that he was interrupting a booty call, snorting and telling Grantaire that whatever chick he'd brought home sounds like a dyke. Grantaire is usually a pretty good target for that sort of thing, and he takes it well. He might not even punch him back, but either way, it will be nice to see at least one of his friends. He refuses to think that he is lonely. He's not lonely at all. He's just itching to start a brawl. With this firmly in mind, he marches up to Grantaire's apartment, fully intending to lock him in a chokehold and tackle him to the ground as soon as he finds him. He bursts through the door. He may or may not have just damaged the hinges, but hell if he has the money to fix them, so he hopes Grantaire won't notice. And into the cynic's apartment, stalking about on the lookout for his prey. Now is a good time to take a short interlude to absorb the fact that Bahorel sees far less of Enjolras than any of the rest of the enemies. He's so far out of the loop, and so oblivious, and so very good at overlooking the finer details in situations like these, that at this point he has no idea whatsoever that Enjolras even has a sex drive. When he opens the door to their bedroom, he finds out. Please, one more. Grantaire is gasping from where he's pinned, his torso flat against the bedstead as Enjolras bends him over it, three of the fingers on his other hand thrusting brutally up inside him and crooking in the most obscene manner. Bahorel makes a strangled sound that neither of them seems to hear, pressing one of his enormous hands to his heart just to check that it hasn't stopped. While he's trying to find his words, Enjolras leans forward and smirks against the other man's tailbone. I want to feel you come, he whispers, husky voice intoxicating. And holy hell, Bahorel wasn't even aware of how gay sex worked until now. He's not sure whether or not he really wanted to know either. Enjolras continues. No more fingers. I have an idea. Apparently this is new territory for them as well. Grantaire twists, trying to see what Enjolras is doing behind him. A thin sheen of sweat coats his back, or what Bahorel can see of it, and his curls are damp with it, matted down. Enjolras withdraws his fingers. They make a sickening squishing sound in the process that makes the man in the doorway want to vomit, and, to Bahorel's utter horror, lowers his mouth to the hole they'd just vacated. His tongue flicks over the entrance, dipping inside, and Grantaire makes some sound between a squeak and a mewl, and that is the last straw. Your mouth doesn't go there. I love Bahorel. That's the best chapter, except for maybe Couperac. Maybe. Okay. On to the next one. Apparently I haven't gotten caught yet.